Good afternoon. Welcome to Greensboro, North Carolina, home of Carolina Aircraft. I'm George Johnson, the Bonanza Man, and today we're here to look at a beautiful 1982 model Bonanza A36. This is a 50th anniversary special edition airplane. Let's take a look. November 125 Whiskey only has 1,995 hours total time since new. The engine only has 300 hours since overhaul by Triad Aviation, and this is the IO520BB engine that was converted with the Ram cam to a 300 horsepower engine. It also has GAMI fuel injectors and a JPI EDM 700 graphic engine monitor. 125 Whiskey is a 50th anniversary special edition airplane, and you can see this engine's been converted to 300 horsepower and it's equipped with GAMI fuel injectors. The prop is a 3-blade prop that also has only 310 hours since overhaul. November 125 Whiskey is unique in that it has an in-the-wing mounted weather radar. This has a Weather Scout radar, which we'll see more of when we look inside the airplane. The airplane was repainted in 1995, but it has always been hangared and the paint is in excellent condition. You should see a few paint chips here and there, but overall the paint is about a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. Look at the beautiful colors. The airplane is eggshell white overall with a metallic deep blue and a metallic Las Vegas gold stripe. November 125 Whiskey had an annual inspection that is not due again until October 2015. The IFR certification is not due again until September 2016. It also is equipped with some stainless steel screws and fasteners, and the airplane has internal corrosion proofing from the factory. One of the reasons the A36 is such a popular airplane is because of the big double cargo doors and club seating. Let's take a look at this nice interior. This interior is actually original, except for the curtains and the headliner, and it is in outstanding condition for an original 1982 interior. November 125 Whiskey has an original interior, but it's in outstanding condition. Take a look at the condition of the seats and the side walls. It has cabin curtains, which is unique. Condition of the headliner has been replaced because in this year model, if they weren't replaced, they would have come down. And the airplane is very roomy. I'm almost 6 feet tall and I've got plenty of headroom. I've got plenty of elbow room. And it's almost like sitting in an easy chair. November 125 Whiskey also has a great useful load of 1,234 pounds. Another feature I love about the A36 is the flexibility of the interior. Let's take a look. The back seats here can be folded up out of the way to give you more leg room, and you can do that very easily just like that without doing anything else. Or you can remove the back seats by pulling these two pins, one on each side. So you could take the back seats out in less than 30 seconds with no tools. Now in addition to that, your center seats can be turned around forward facing. When you do that, you still have plenty of leg room, and then you have from here back for cargo. And this seat goes on that side and that seat goes on this side because of the armrests in the middle. November 125 Papa has a very nice instrument panel with the wood grain, characteristic of the 50th anniversary airplane, and it has excellent avionics. Let's take a look. Starting on the pilot side, we have an instrument air gauge, then your airspeed indicator, then your artificial horizon, and then your encoding altimeter. On the next row, we have your ADF indicator, and this has ADF sync, so it's slave to your HSI. It has an electric turn coordinator, and this is your King KCS55A slaved HSI, which houses your number 1 nav and your number 1 GPS and also your number 1 glide slope. And then you have a vertical speed indicator. On the bottom row, this is the slaving mechanism for your HSI, and then the airplane is equipped with the KAP-200 autopilot system. This is the same system as the King KFC-200, but it does not have the flight director. But it does have altitude hold and nav and approach modes, and it will shoot a fully coupled ILS approach. This is your number 2 nav indicator for your number 2 nav and your number 2 GPS. In the center of the panel, we have your manifold pressure and your fuel flow, and then your RPM gauge, and you'll notice that the total time is 1987 hours actually. And then we have your left fuel gauge, all of your engine instruments, your cylinder head temperature, ammeter, oil temperature and oil pressure, and then your right fuel gauge. Below this is your JPI EDM 700 graphic engine monitor, and this also has your digital fuel flow. And then we have a 4-place intercom system. Now let's take a look at your Avionics Tach. At the top we have your King audio panel. This is a King KMA-24 audio panel with your 3 light marker beacons. Below this is your number 1 nav GPS. This is your Garmin 530, and you'll notice it has a couple different nav pages. This is your number 1 nav page, your moving map page, and then your information and your satellite pages. Your number 2 Navcom GPS is a Garmin 430, and this has very similar pages. You have your number 1 nav page, your map page, and then all of your information pages and your satellite pages. Below this, the airplane has a weather scout in the wing mounted radar, and this is a monochrome radar. It works great to show the weather. Beside the Avionics Tach, we have a King KR87 ADF, and this has dual frequency displays and dual timers, and you'll notice that we've had the switch on for a little over 6 minutes. And then it has a King KT76A transponder. Now let's take a look at the pilot's control wheel. In the front we have your mic button, or push to talk button. On the top we have an autopilot disconnect button and a control wheel steering button. The airplane is equipped with electric elevator trim, and this is your split electric elevator trim switch. In the center is a control wheel clock, and this doubles as a timer to time your approaches. On the right side of the control wheel, on the top we have a transponder ident button, so you can do it right here on the control wheel. And then we have a map light, which puts a light in the pilot's lap, a light in the outside air temperature gauge, and a light in the compass. And this is a single control wheel, as you can see, but you can exchange it for a dual very easily, and the dual is easy to install in the airplane if you need a dual control wheel. The condition of the glare shield is very good in the airplane, as are all of the windows and the windshield. They're not milky or anything, and they're very clear. You can see through them very easily. If you want a very nice, low-time 1982 Bonanza A36 with a low-time engine and a low-time prop, you need to visit Carolina Aircraft in Greensboro, North Carolina, and take a look at November 125 Whiskey. This is a beautiful Bonanza with gorgeous paint, an original interior but in excellent condition. It's equipped with a Garmin 530 and 430 GPS Navcom system and a King KAP-200 autopilot system that will shoot a fully coupled IFR approach down to minimums. The airplane's equipped with dual brakes. It does not have air conditioning, but it has a nice ventilation blower system. It has GAMI fuel injectors, a JPI EDM 700 graphic engine monitor, and a lot of other great equipment. Visit Carolina Aircraft to see this beautiful Bonanza, or give us a call at 336-665-0300, and be sure to visit CarolinaAircraft.com to see this Bonanza and all of our other gorgeous Bonanzas and Barons. Have a great day.